Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope that you are doing well. So, it's been a little while since I played a Gov't Mule song, at least a week, and I wanted to play one today. And I have chosen the song, Which Way Do We Run?
Time fades slowly across the plains. Dreams so real, can reach right out and touch me. Why'd you have to go and pick me? Do you know? Do you even know? Can you tell me which way do we run? Which way do we run? Which way do we run? Faith, instincts tell you nothing now. Shadow of a giant can be felled by shadow of a man. Demons stealing down from the heavens. Yeah, here comes one now with a lightning bolt in his teeth. Which way do we run? Which way do we run? Which way do we run? I ain't gonna dream forever, but I'm sure gonna try and live. Tell me, can you taste forever right now? Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Little Elvis Hitler, don't you follow me? These scars on my back, they're because of you. And these cuts on my wrist, they're just me trying to get away from you. Oh yeah, I'm still trying to get away. Which way do I run? Which way do I run? Which way do I run? Tell me now which way.
Gov't Mule, The Deep End, Volume 2. I have a love-hate affair with the Deep End albums. I love the music, but I hate the reason why they actually felt the need to create the music. If you don't know the story behind the Deep End albums by Gov't Mule, well, basically in a nutshell, their bass player passed away. Alan Woody passed away. And the band was at a turning point. You got to remember they were a three-piece originally, so 1/3 of the band had left, had died. And so Warren Haynes and Matt Abts got together, and they basically contemplated whether or not they could continue the group, whether they should continue the group. And if they were going to continue the group, what were they going to do? Like, what was the makeup of the band going to be? What were they going to, progress towards? And one thing they absolutely agreed on is that they would never play as a three-piece again. They brought in a keyboard player named Danny Luis. But what they didn't have was a bass player, and an easy fit was not going to just find them. And they decided that they were going to do a tribute to Alan Woody. And so after making a few phone calls, they got a couple of bass players, very, very high caliber bass players, to come play with them. Well, one of those bass players was Flea from the Chili Peppers. And he jumped at the chance to play with them, to pay tribute to Alan Woody. And not only did he jump at the chance, but he made a bunch of other phone calls, which got more bass players involved. And next thing you know, they have north of 25 or 30 different bass players who want to perform on the album. Not only that, but they had other people who wanted to sit in too, like Jerry Cantrell, for example. He didn't want to come in and play guitar. He wanted to come in and sing harmony vocal. He wanted to do anything he could to be involved with the band. James Hetfield from Metallica came in and sang co-lead vocal on a track that's on one of the bonus discs that go along with the Deep End. And it's stuff like that where they just, this outpouring of love and affection for their late bass player showed up in the greatest way possible, and that is music. So on this particular track, for example, you have Dave Schools from Widespread Panic playing bass on it. And they ended up recording, they decided, because they had so many bass players, they decided to release 2 albums. And each one of those 2 albums ended up having a bonus disc that went along with it that had like 4 or 5 extra songs with 4 or 5 other musical situations going on it. And so you ended up with these 2 discs released almost a year apart in tribute to their late bass player. And the entire thing culminated with a live performance that they called The Deepest End, which they released on a double CD and DVD. Basically, what they did to support these 2 albums was they went out and toured, and they had a number of bass players come and sit in with them. It was sort of like, who's available, who wants to come play? And so they would change up bass players almost every night. But more than that, they would change up during the night. When I saw them at the House of Blues in Hollywood, for example, they started the night with Dave Schools playing bass with them. And then they took a set break, and then they came back for the second set, but they brought out Alphonso Johnson, and he brought out an upright bass. And so they went from sort of the classic Mule sound in the first set to playing pretty much straightforward jazz for the second set, with Alphonso Johnson playing an upright bass. And then after about 30 minutes of that, they took another set break, and they brought out Jack Cassidy from, Jefferson Airplane and Hot Tuna. And they performed another set with just jamming on these old classic tunes, stuff like Hendrix tracks and other songs that they decided to jam on to. And then after that, they brought all 3 bass players out, and they played an encore with 3 bass players on stage. It was one of the most impressive live performances I've ever seen, because they changed up their show depending upon which bass player was playing with them. And then they, when they released that live CD and DVD, they had all these bass players come set in with them at a jazz festival, I want to say in New Orleans. And with the 2 CDs and the DVD, what you ended up with was they'd bring out a bass player, and that bass player would play like 2 or 3 songs with the group. And like 1 or 2 of the songs would appear on the DVD, and 1 or 2 of the songs would appear on the CD. And if you pieced it all together, you basically got the full 6-hour plus long concert. It was a remarkable show, and I've listened to it in that way, and it still blows me away to this very day. So when I say I have a love-hate affair with the albums and the live performance, I don't hate the music. I absolutely love the music. There might be 1 or 2 songs in there that I would potentially skip depending upon if I weren't in the mood for it. But there might be 1 or 2 songs like that. But for the most part, I love every track on the record. And I love the story of the outpouring of love for Alan Woody. I just hate the fact that he passed away. And that's how, they were inspired to do this and got the recognition of their peers to do this, and paid tribute to a great musician who was, who left us way too early, of course. And like I said, there isn't enough good things I can say about Gov't Mule. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. Warren Haynes is truly in my top echelon of guitar heroes for me personally. And anyway, I'm sorry I've gone on a ramble here. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. We can talk about it further. Just know that I appreciate all of you, and I wish you well. You take care now.